Hello, viewers. Welcome to Wednesday Verbal Vocabulary Challenge. I'm your mentor and guide, Brinda, and in this session, we will take a look at some fantastic vocabulary in sets of four. And the first set of words that I have for you are illusion, allusion, delusion, and illusion. Now, let's take a look at their meaning. Now, illusion is a way to trick the eye. It's something that's false or unreal, but it seems true or real. So think of the illusion that the magician creates when he does all those magic tricks. Some more examples of illusion could be a mirage is an optical illusion, or mirrors all around the wall create an illusion of greater space. Now let's take a look at the next word, that is illusion. Now, illusion simply means we hint at something and we expect the other person to understand what we are talking about. For example, you could introduce a friend of yours as the James Bond of your group. Now, the other people will understand that this person is as good at decoding as James Bond himself. Or maybe, is there any Einstein in your physics class? So, what we are trying to say here is that we are looking for somebody who's as good as Einstein in physics. So, allusion simply means that we talk about any popular belief to make the target audience understand what we're trying to say. Now, the next word in the list is delusion. Delusion has a negative connotation because it's misleading. Now, again, we are talking about something that's believed to be true or real, but this one is actually false and unreal. Now, let's take a look at some examples. So, as his illness progressed, his delusions took over and his condition deteriorated. Or, many people once held a delusional belief that the earth was flat. Think about it. The last word in the list is illusion. Now, this simply means the act of successfully hiding or escaping someone. The prisoner's illusion made it difficult for police to do their job. They couldn't go home until they found him. I hope the meaning of these words are clear to you now. Let's take a look at one exercise. Now you have to choose the most appropriate words to fill the blanks. No one made any dash to the financial scandal, and while he was in the room, there was a feeling of awe to the dash created by the broker that had snared many unsuspecting investors under the dash that everyone would end up rich, and the fact that he had been celebrating his dash of the legal authorities by attending parties. Now let's take a look at the answer choices. Now, see, no one made any delusion, illusion, or allusion to the financial scandal. Now, when we look at the first sentence, what are we saying? We are saying that no one made a reference to the financial scandal here, right? And whenever we're making a reference to something, say known, we are making an allusion to that fact. So we can very easily eliminate option A and option B. So we know that our answer is either option C or option D. So no one made any allusion to the financial scandal. And while he was in the room, there was a feeling of awe. Now, awe is feeling of admiration um, or respect. So there was a feeling of awe to the dash created by the broker. Now, the broker created something and that created a feeling of awe that inspired awe in the audience. So, what is it? Is it a positive word or a negative word? So, will it be delusion or illusion? Well, you've guessed it right. It'll be illusion. So there was a feeling of awe to the illusion created by the broker that had snared, that had trapped many unsuspecting investors under the dash. Now, see, by creating that illusion, what had the broker done? He had trapped some unsuspecting investors and he had made them falsely believe that they would end up rich. Now, when he made them falsely believe that they would end up rich, we need a negative word here, which will be delusion. So he snared unsuspecting investors under the delusion that everyone would end up rich, and the fact that he had been celebrating his dash of legal authorities by attending the parties. So he had escaped the legal authorities. Now he's celebrating that, see, you can't find me. So he's celebrating the fact that I have eluded you. So he's celebrating his illusion of legal authorities by attending the parties. So that was about the first set of words. Now let's take a look at the next set of words. All right, the next set of words: ambidextrous, ambiguous, ambivalent, and ambivert. Now let's take a look at the meaning. The first word is a very positive word. It's a quality that not all of us have: ambidextrous. Now, ambidextrous is somebody who can use both the hands equally. Now, he was an ambidextrous since he could use both his left and his right hand. Amazing quality to have, right? The next word: ambiguous. Now, ambiguous or ambiguity simply means not clear. So, something has been said and there is no clarity in the meaning, so it can be interpreted in any manner. So, you interpret in your way, I interpret in my way. So, there is uncertainty in the meaning, or there can be multiple meanings that can be inferred from whatever has been conveyed. So, to look at an example, since the policy was ambiguous, it was misinterpreted by everyone. Maybe there could be another example. The artist allowed space for individual interpretation by making the imagery ambiguous. So he purposely left it ambiguous for the audience to decide what they wanted, how they wanted to interpret it. Now, the next one is ambivalent. Now, ambivalent is a mixture, whether you're happy or sad, if you're repelled or attracted. So there's a mixed emotion here when you are ambivalent. Monica was ambivalent with the decision to go on a weekend trip because of the work she had to complete. Now she's excited to go and she's sad because there's a lot of work to do. So she's ambivalent right now. The next word here in the list is ambivert. Again, a mixture of qualities. So you're both an extrovert, that is, you're gregarious, you're social, and you're people person, and you're introvert as well. So you are reserved, withdrawn, you don't like to talk. So a person who has both the characteristics of being an extrovert and an introvert. So being an ambivert, Sarika loves to go to the parties as much as she likes staying home alone, say maybe with her books or maybe with just herself. So she's an ambivert, both an extrovert and an introvert. Now let's see what we've understood. A candidate in a medical viva voce exam faced a tinge of intellectual dash when asked to spell the dash gland. Now see, let's take a look at the options and see what will fit best in the first blank. So a candidate in a medical viva voce exam faced a tinge of intellectual dash. Well, did he face ambivalence, ambiguity, or ambivalence? Well, do you think he faced some unclarity, or he had, say, a mixture of emotions: cheat, not cheat, cheat, don't cheat? So I believe we can very safely eliminate option C. So the answer has to come either from A, B, or D option. So a candidate in a medical viva voce exam faced a tinge of intellectual ambivalence when asked to spell dash gland. Now the options are prostrate, prostate, or prostrate. Now prostate is a part of a body, and prostrate is a position where you say lie down, face down, where you lie face down. So I believe we can eliminate A and D as well. So we are only left with option C, and let's see if the other options fit as well. The fact that he carried notes on his person, so he had notes in his pocket, would definitely be termed as dash by faculty. Now imagine a student has carried some notes during the exam and the faculty member gets to know about it. How would he see it? Will he think it's immoral? Now, moral is, say, when you understand the right and wrong. That's morality. And immoral, I know what is right and what is wrong, but I don't care. Maybe because I'm dishonest. So I'm immoral in my approach. Amoral is I'm naive. I don't know. I don't understand what is right and wrong. So immoral, I understand, but I choose not to say go the right way and I choose my own path. Amoral, I don't understand. I don't know. I'm not aware. That's the difference. So if a faculty member sees it, he'll consider it immoral or amoral. He'll consider it dishonest, right? So this also fits well there, but maybe termed as dash by more generous sections of students. Now, see, if the students find out that some fellow student was trying to cheat, what would they say? Was it immoral? Or they say, no, no, it's okay. We are simpleton. We are innocent. We don't know what's right and wrong. So that also, in the given context, fits absolutely fine. So that's how we get to know that this is the right answer. Now let's take a look at the last section. Now the last set of words: epigram, epitaph, epigraph, and epitaph. Let's understand the meaning together. So the first one is epigram. Now epigram is a pithy saying or a remark expressing an idea in a clever or amusing way. For example, if we don't end the war will end us. Clever, isn't it? Or maybe no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Now, this means that until and unless you permit them, you allow others to belittle you, they actually can't. The next word in the list is epitaph. Now, epitaph is an inscription on a tombstone. For example, rest in peace. The next one is epigraph. Now, epigraph is a short phrase or a sentence that you generally found either on buildings or coins or statues. These could even be used as an introduction to a book or a part of it. But generally, these are inscriptions that you see at several places, such as buildings or coins or statues. And the last word in the list is epithet. Now, epithet or an adjective or a phrase is used to describe someone's character or their most important quality. For example, an epithet for dog, man's best friend, the king of rock and roll, none other than Elvis Presley. Now, let's see whether we have understood the meaning by looking at these fill ups. Now, Mark Twain was responsible for many striking and mostly cynical dash, such as always do right, that will gratify some people and astonish the rest. So he said, do good. So some people will feel good about it, they'll be thankful, and the others will be astonished. So, do you think it's an epitaph? That is an inscription on a tombstone. An epitaph, is it an adjective or a phrase? Is it an epigram? That is an idea expressed in a clever or amusing way. Yes, you guessed it right. So we can very safely eliminate option A and B. So this is an epigram. Always do right. That will gratify some of the people and astonish the rest. Dash can sometimes end up as dash, but rarely would someone use them as in dash. Now see. Oh, the second option is epigram in both the cases and epigraph in both the cases. So makes our work easy. So epigrams can sometimes end up as epigraphs, but rarely would someone use them as an epitaph or epitaph. Well, would somebody use this as an inscription on their tombstone or an adjective? Well, nobody would use them as an inscription on the tombstone. So the right answer choice here in this case is option C. Now, students, with this, I come to the end of this session. I hope you were able to gain something. We'll be back with lots of more such videos for you. So stay connected. Do like and subscribe us. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.